Flashes and Cool Topics, a podcast for women in midlife and beyond. At Hot Flashes and Cool Topics, we talk about anything and everything to do with midlife. My name is Bridget.
And I'm Colleen.
And today we are so excited. We have Riku Campo, and he is a celebrity makeup artist, even though when we talk to him, he talks about how it's so funny that he became called a celebrity makeup artist. He is from Finland, and he has written several or two books, but his latest book is I Am Beauty. And it is a timeless skincare and beauty book for women 40 and over.
Yes, Bridget said it. Women over 40 get their own book.
That's right. He wrote a book just for us. And he'll talk about in there that people will say, thank you for writing a book just for us. And it makes him feel so good. But I'm just so happy to see someone that recognized us primetime women. And I'm seeing, and we've talked to a few men that have recognized us. And I really appreciate that. And the book is beautiful. It is a beautiful book.
The photos are so pretty.
Oh, gorgeous. And it was just such an interesting conversation. And you will find out, and I think you probably know if you've listened to a few of our episodes, that I love makeup. I'm a big fan of it. I have been since I was a little girl, getting into my sister's makeup drawers and everything. And, but Colleen herself, she doesn't.
I freely admit I'm a novice.
Yes. But I love how in his book, he has several different women in it.
Yes.
And they're different types of women. So some might be a big, artsy, likes to show their style, and some might be more minimalist in what they wear and do. So I love his book. It just touches on all kinds of things and skincare, which is so important. So
absolutely.
Yes.
I loved the book, number one, because he step-by-step explains how you should start your day with skincare, and then goes into your blush and to your eyeliner and to your eyeshadow, like breaks it down in very, for me, simplistic terms,
yes,
which is fabulous. Yeah. But then he goes on to pick 16 amazing, completely different women. I didn't even realize you could still do the grunge look. One's like right out of the 90s grunge, and she looks fabulous. There's a mother and daughter, which is beautiful. He does light skin to dark skin. And what he does is he'll do a little interview with the woman, show you how to put the makeup on, and then at the end actually have the colors that he used. So it's kind of hard to mess up if you look at the book, because he's showing you step by step how to do everything.
Yes.
Which for someone like me is very helpful.
But sometimes, or somebody like me that wants to try it all, then you're like, I think one day I showed you, I'd gotten the stamp on, and I had my glasses on. Thank goodness we were doing an interview, and I took my glasses up and I had the stamp on the eyeline. I don't know if you remember the stamp on eyebrow, and you were like, I look like Bert from Bert and Ernie. It was terrible. But
that's before we had video to actually put it up on YouTube.
I was like, luckily, look what happened. She was like,
I was a little afraid.
Yeah.
But, and we do ask him what he thinks about permanent makeup as well.
Right. Thank goodness that wasn't permanent.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But he'll go over everything, and he answers our questions, and hopefully yours as well. And makes it just fun. His idea of makeup is that doesn't matter your age. It's not about hiding imperfections. It's about celebrating your beauty, however you define it. And that's really what attracted Bridget and I, because we're all about celebrating who you are, not about covering up who you are. So we are going to let Riku talk some more, because I'm sure you'd rather hear him.
Yes.
Here we go. Welcome back to Hot Flashes and Cool Topics, everybody. And Bridget and I are beyond excited to have our guest on today. His name is Riku Campo, and he's a world-renowned makeup artist, skincare expert. He has done skincare for Cindy Crawford and for Gwyneth Paltrow, you name it. He knows all about it. But he has written a book recently called I Am Beauty, and it's timeless skincare and beauty for women over 40. And Bridget and I were just we could not order it fast enough. We were just thrilled to get it. And it's going to be on our Christmas list for many of our friends. If you have a family member, maybe a mom or a sister that you don't know what to get them, this is a must get. So we love it. And welcome, Riku. We're so excited you're here.
Thank you so much for inviting me. And wow, what an advertising. Thank you.
Well, it's such a beautiful book. At first, I downloaded it and I went, oh, this just doesn't do it justice. I have to order the book and have it sitting out and look at the beautiful pages and the photographs and everything in it. And all the great advice, everything in it was just great.
Yeah.
Yes.
The book is very visual. Yes.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's very beautifully laid out. And I had amazing photographer, Samantha Rapp, who is also in her 40s. And the whole team was women except me. And it's very beautifully done, I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
We loved it. And one of the things, I'm one of those people who really don't understand makeup that well. And even though, you don't like to walk into a salon or somewhere where you buy makeup and say, I'm 50 something years old and I still don't really know what's best for my skin. And your book is great because you divide it into here are you to your eyes, to your lips, and you start with, and that's what I figured we'd start with, is skincare, which is great. And first of all, I would love to get one of your the facial massages, but unfortunately, virtually we can't do it. I mean, we could do it ourselves.
Well, he shows us how to do it ourselves in the book. He shows you how to do it yourself.
A facial massage for everybody before you. And why do you do that? Why do you start with the facial massage?
Well, facial massage, it's very important on your everyday skincare routine because, first of all, it stimulates the muscle tone, it firms the skin, and secondly, it brings the oxygen in your blood cells. So those two most important things that are connected to face massages. And face massages really started to be very popular in the 1930s. We go back in history of beauty when the Hungarian skincare guru Helena Rubinstein started to use face massage creams and started to do face massages in her beauty salons in Europe, Australia, and in New York City. So it starts already from there, and she was really the first one to understand the importance of the face massages. So yeah, it's and face massage, it's not only that you have that lots of women think that I have to do face massage, so I need wash all my makeup off, and then I have to have time for like 30 minutes. No, you can do it every day, starting when you apply your face serum. You can face massage that serum in your face already, and then you put your eye area cream and you massage that in your eye area, and then when you put your day cream or night cream, you massage that also in your face. And then or you can just do the face massage just using the organic face oil, or if you don't have that, you can just use any organic oil from your kitchen cabinet, like almond oil or olive oil. They work perfectly as well.
Wow. Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
When you start, well, first of all, you started in Finland as a child actor.
Yes, I was a child actor. I think I was 5 years old, and my sister was 4 years old. She's 4 years older, and actually she is a professional actress now. It's been like 30 years now, more than that. And we were acting together in theater, and I finished acting. I was like 15 or 16, and that time it was kind of like you kind of know what you want to become when you're adult. And it was acting, but then when I was 18 years old, I just loved the 80s fashion. That was 1988, and I loved all the colors and the fashion. And I was like, I'm not interested in acting anymore. And maybe I should do something, in fashion world. And then I can't draw at all. I'm the worst painter. It's very funny because lots of makeup artists are amazing painters, and maybe I could do very abstract paintings, but I never tried. But anyway, so there's no Michelangelo in me. So I just wanted to become a makeup artist. So I went to makeup school, and in Finland I was 18 years old, and that time the makeups were very strong and very pancakey foundations, and then I was kind of rebellious, and I started to do my own makeups by using Vaseline and powder, eyeshadows, mixing together, and made my own lip glosses. And I remember the teachers told me, like, you will never become a makeup artist because you don't follow the rules. And in my head, there was no rules in the makeup world. And yeah, so that was not very promising start in my makeup career, but here I am.
Yes,
Prove them
yeah.
wrong.
Oh, yeah. So when you in your book, you suggest different routines. What are some you would think must in your skincare routine?
For women over 40?
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely, yes. Absolutely wash off your makeup every single evening. I still have friends who sleep with makeup on. Oh my goodness. But yeah, you have to wash the makeup off. You have that is number one rule, actually. And then when you and after that you apply the face serum, night cream, and eye cream, and then in the morning you have to wash your face again. Take off the
Everything that happens.
the extra creams of your face, and like prepare the skin for the day creams and serums and the makeup. So yeah, you have to use a milk cleanser for your face instead of foam or gel based cleanser. Milk cleanser is the best because when we get older, the skin becomes drier and more sensitive. So milk cleanser is the best choice for that. Another must is when you choose foundation, not to choose too thick foundation. It should be very light weight hydration foundation, and it should always match your neck. Never go darker or lighter.
Okay.
And summertime, when the arms are because we use sunscreen. That's another must product we have to use throughout the year. It has to be, I would say, minimum 30, but I know dermatologists, all of them recommend 50. With UVA, UVB protection. So when you use that all year round, of course, you won't get so much sun in your face, but in the summertime, maybe you wear something like a sleeveless dress or something, and your arms are darker and your chest area is darker. So then more sun-kissed, darker, maybe then you would need to choose a foundation color that matches the arm and chest area. So meaning it should be a little bit darker. So maybe those three are the must.
Okay. Yeah. I was reading your book, and I noted, at night using the cleansers to take your makeup off as well. And I use a certain, and I'm not going to say the brand because I use different brands, but what do you think of the balms? So I'm not going to show the brand, but this is the back of it. And it's one of the balms, and it says, it does take my makeup off. Now it says that I don't need a toner after that. I don't know if that's true or not,
Okay, so the palm, that is like an old school kind of like a cold cream that from the 30s and 40s, that Elizabeth Arden and Helena Rubinstein in the 30s, they used to market those as a cold creams. That's perfect. It's very good.
Oh, it is.
It's very good, especially if you have drier skin. Normally, right? It's very good. And then you don't use water with? Do you
I
use
do.
water?
I do use water with this. So yeah, I use like a soft towel or wet rag.
That's fine.
Is
And
that good?
and that towel already give you a little bit exfoliation for your skin. That's very good. And then you rinse with the cold water, always cold water, not too warm because it's opens the pores too much. And yeah, I like toner. I'm a big fan of toner because after you wash your face with the water, toner balances the pH on your skin and also shrinks the pores, and and also welcomes the rest of the skincare products on your skin. So toner is very important, and I really like the spray toners. So and it's like a little fresh shower on your face, and it really wakes you up in the morning, and especially if you keep your toner in your fridge.
Okay.
Yes.
It's kind of really icy cold, and I love it. I love it very much.
Yeah.
I had noticed when you were doing an interview, you had mentioned how important it is to put, eye cream around your eyes. And you
Mhm.
had this small little roller that I had not
Yes.
seen before. What is that? It's like an
So
eye roller that you just roll around your eyes.
it,
I was like, I want
yes. So
that.
yes. Yeah. So it's a metallic roller that it's always cold. Because
Mhm.
metal is always cold, and you roll it from the from the
Okay.
inside corner upper lip to the outer corner, and then outer corner to the inside corner, the lower eye area, and you go around that like maybe like a minute, and you have to
Mhm.
put the on clean skin, and you put the eye area cream uh, on, and then you roll it 1 minute, and it stimulates the eye area, and especially if you have a little bit puffy eyes, it really helps to reduce the puffiness. And yeah, it's very good in the morning if your eyes look very tired.
For
Yeah.
women who are over 40 in the morning, what would you say are the must-haves they cannot miss in the morning with their skincare routine?
Well, as I mentioned before, of course, wash your face with a milk cleanser.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm a big fan of vitamin C serum.
Okay.
Vitamin C is very important of course, you eat it, but of course, put it on the skin. It fights against the free radicals, the harmful UV rays. And then also vitamin C, it boosts the collagen production in our skin. And also it can also lighten those not so pretty and beautiful so-called liver spots, sunspots.
Oh, we're
Horrible
coming
name,
up to
liver
those.
spots, by the way.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that I like, and that's a must. And then your day cream on top, because the skin it's more dry. You really need a day cream, and then top of that you need the some sunscreen 30 or 50, and that's it. That's everything under makeup. I know it's a big list, but it really takes 1 minute to put them all together.
Right.
And then if you do the face massage thing same time, and you massage those products in your skin, you get an extra benefit for your skin. That you stimulate the muscle tone, and you bring the oxygen in your blood cells. So that's great. And your skin really, it wakes up in the morning much better, and you look more fresh, and because the blood is flowing in the skin, so it's great.
It
That's
is.
wonderful.
If you're someone like me, that probably in the past, when I was younger, in my 20s, 30s, didn't take so much care of my skin, and now I'm 52, is all hope gone, or am I still
It's
okay?
never too late to take care. No, it's like diet. Like it's never too late for anything in life. Basically. So yes, just if you were so-called lazy skincare taker before, just start. With basic skincare products, at least a cleanser, serum, a day cream, and sunscreen. And then you should maybe go to see a facialist. I'm not sure if you can see it nowadays
Yeah.
because we have a COVID-19, but see a very good facialist and dermatologist, and start from there. And then they can tell you exactly what to do. And but it's not difficult. It's very simple. And then you have Google.
Yes.
There's so much information. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing that I thought was great in your book is you chose 16 completely different women
Yes.
to kind of use the makeup to express their personalities. Because one of the things that you talk about is that makeup should be fun. It doesn't matter if you're older. You don't have to feel like, oh, well, I can't wear that because I'm over 50.
Exactly.
Can you talk
Yes.
about that?
Yeah. So yeah, my philosophy in makeup, especially this book, is like women should never think that way, that they have to pull back, like the idea that, oh, I am turning 60 now, oh, I can't wear that red lipstick anymore because I'm 60, or I can't do that dark green eyeliner anymore because I'm 65, or whatever the the age is and reason is. But so yeah, I mean, just go for it. I mean, if that is your style, to wear red lips, and you love red lips, absolutely wear it. And that's why I had 16 different women, completely different styles and completely different ages and races and sizes. And that was the whole idea of the book, that when you read beauty magazines sometimes, or there is like 50 plus, 60 plus makeup, they are of course done very beautifully, but sometimes it doesn't suit for everyone. Maybe some women want a little bit more makeup, or maybe some women want a little bit less. So that's why I had so many different women that show the different styles. So yeah, in my book there is Teresa, who is very, very natural, makeup woman, who doesn't want too much makeup. And then there is Emmy, who actually was the first plus size model in United States in the 90s. So she is posing in my book for very glamorous Catherine Deneuve kind of classic beauty makeup. And then there is this fashion stylist. She is the rock chic girl. Yeah, she had this very black, like a Chrissy Hyde kind of look. And then there is Zibora, who is this amazing woman from New York City, whose life is clothing and fashion and vintage, and she is like the other side of the
Bridget is showing for our listeners. Bridget's showing.
Yeah, she makes almost look like a clown, but that's what she loves. She changes her looks and makeup every day, and she's a vintage queen. And I have mother and daughter there, Doreen and Karen, who are just lovely mother and daughter, and they're beautiful natural Mother's Day makeup. So I think everybody finds themselves and new ideas in the book, and even you, another rock girl or rock chick, maybe you want to try that look for yourself, because now in COVID-19 times we stay so much at homes. And we have so much more time to try these looks, and just if you don't like it, it's easy to wash it off with your face.
Yeah.
That's so good about makeup, but it's not permanent.
That's right.
Exactly. And it can be fun. I love that you just kind of keep saying, do what you love, do what feels right for you. You're not invisible.
Exactly. Yeah. My another motto in my philosophy in my book is that not lots of women, but some women I talk about. When I was casting the women for my book, they felt very invisible. Nobody's looking at them. They feel like when they look walking on the street in New York City, when I was shot the book, I did the casting, and then nobody look at them. They don't feel attractive or sexy, or whatever the reason was. And then so just make the women, feel themselves and beautiful and visible, and put the women 40 plus on the brighter spotlight that they deserve. That was my philosophy. Yes.
Well, we love that philosophy.
Yeah,
we love that philosophy.
Yeah, it's so nice to see such a renowned makeup artist have a whole book for women over 40. I mean, how refreshing did that make us feel, Colleen?
Right, exactly. That's
like this. Yeah. Like somebody wants to do something for us. We're so happy and grateful for that.
Well, thank you so much. And I got so many messages from women, oh, thank you so much for doing the book for us. And it really made me so happy. And I felt like I did something right, And also a little bit different kind of makeup book. So it's not just like that's how you apply just mascara or lipstick. So there's so much info. And as I said, so many different women and styles. So it's just fun to look at, even you don't like those makeups, that's just like some of the makeups, you just to look at them, their personalities, and these women, why they choose this kind of makeups, and what are they, and what is their life story. Because I also have a little interview of each woman, and you kind of like got in their world. You get in their world. Yes.
And it just showed the expression of each individual. That's what I liked about it. Brought out their individuality. And if you could find some similarities, probably in several of them, or try something, just like you said, that you want to try, and you can wash it off, just like you said.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
makeup is in the end, it's a fun play on the face,
Mm-hmm.
And also, if I can say this, that, I have a lot of philosophy things in my head about the makeup, but in this book is also like, it's not only face. In my book, I want to show the personalities in these women or also by what they wear in the clothes and the
Right.
hairstyles. And when you're wearing whatever outfit you're wearing, then you decide what kind of makeup you wear. So then you also like, the whole look looks like more like you've been, let's say more stylish maybe. Yeah.
Mhm.
So when,
Okay.
I mean, of course, if you wear sort of sweatpants and t-shirt, you don't have to think about like what kind of, and that's what a lot of people wear today, because they wear so much time. I mean, they spend so much time at home that, like if you wear like a nice blazer, let's say a navy blazer, dark navy blue blazer, and a white turtleneck. Maybe you want to put like a navy blue liner and red lips. So it's the makeup goes with the outfit, hand in hand.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Like your personality.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you some specific questions that I found in the book about makeup. So I know you mentioned there are certain things like contouring that might not be the best for women over 40 because it might be a harsher look. Are there some do's and don'ts that you think can enhance women's makeup over 40 versus kind of say, stay away from that?
Yeah, there are not plenty, but there are few. Yeah, I just want to talk about the contour quickly. I'm not totally against the contour. It is contour it was created for theater, first of all, in the when the theater came. That's very theatrical makeup, and also for TV and movies. So when you see contouring and on red carpet for celebrities, it's really because the lights are so bright and they need some contouring on their face. So everyday women, you can't go on outside in a daylight with that kind of makeup. It is so strong and so contouring. So you can do a little bit contouring if you have very round face. You can contour a little bit, under cheekbones. Give a little bit contour, but be very light-handed. If you and then also, I don't like contouring the nose or any other areas of the face. Of course, you contour the eyes, because that is the whole thing. You want to make the eyes bigger when you contour the eyes. But nose, no, don't do that, because when you put too much contouring, it looks too much makeup already. And also when you turn your profile, you can see all the contour lines here, and you don't really want that for daytime. For evening, yes, contouring is possible, but also be light-handed and wear more matte formula contouring product. Or you can use for summertime, when it's very beautiful weather outside and it's very sunny, the cream bronzers are very beautiful, but I would use the bronzers. A lot of women don't know the difference between bronzer and contouring. Bronzers are just to keep the warmth in the face. So yeah, so contouring is it's a bit light-handed. I didn't use too much contouring in my book. For Emmy, the plus size model, I used contouring a little bit for evening makeup, just to show how it looks like and how to do that. But I'm a big fan for the blush. Cream blush is great.
Okay.
It gives a little lift on your face, and it wakes up the whole face. And so a must product is a cream blush.
Okay.
And not and white cream blush, because our skin becomes drier and you don't want to powder your face. So then we use cream blush when we don't use powder, because when you use powder, you use pressed powder formula blush. And so cream blush, absolutely. And pink is a perfect color for everybody. There are different shades of pinks, light pinks for more deeper pinks, and fuchsia and magenta for deeper skin color women. And mascara is a must. It wakes up your eyes right away. And little liner, it's pencil liner. It's much easier. Pencil liner is better because it looks more natural. It blends better, and you can blend it with a little brush, so it looks more soft.
Mm-hmm.
And what is a big no-no? Overlined lips. You don't want to line your lips, because also when we get older, the lips become smaller. So so sometimes you see women, they line their lips way too big, and the lip liner is darker than the lipstick. So maybe not the most beautiful look for you. So just be, you can, and lip lining is very important, because if you have any vertical little lines around your lips, the lip liner actually keeps the lipstick from bleeding in those lines. So lip lining is important, but just just go with your natural line, and you can maybe go 1 or 2 millimeter over your natural line. And what else is we talk about the foundation, too dark foundation, too ashy foundation, too pink foundation. So when you choose a foundation, always try it on your neck area, that it blends beautifully on your face, and then do it on the in the natural light, if possible. Yeah. And what else is there is like no-nos?
What about eyeshadows?
I already know. I'm sorry.
What about eyeshadows? Is there?
Yeah, so eyeshadows, yeah. When you're 40, you can still use a little bit shimmer, absolutely. But when you get 50 and 60, the eye area is the first area in the face that we see the little lines, and becomes a really dry area, the eye area, it becomes drier. So you don't really want to use any shimmery, glittery eyeshadows, especially daytime, because the shimmer and glitter goes in those lines, and when the light hits, it shows all the little lines on your eyelids. And then sometimes the shimmer also, when you are applying the eye makeup, the shimmer drops sometimes around the eyes here, and maybe you don't see that. And when you go outside and the light hits, it looks kind of very messy. So stuck with a more matte formula eyeshadows, and any colors, any rainbow colors you like, just use. There is no rules really. It's just how you apply it, and just have fun with it. And what else? I wouldn't maybe use too long fake eyelashes. You don't want that big spidery look every day. And it's great for evening makeup. I don't say that you can't wear fake eyelashes. Absolutely, you can use the very for daytime. I'm a big fan of those short, natural. Short size individual lashes. They look great if you don't have, because also when we get older, the lashes kind of like, you don't have that full lashes anymore. So individual lashes are great. And or you can go to lash bar, and they can just glue those individual short lashes, and I think they stay 6 weeks. And for evening, you can put the whole strip. Absolutely, if you are glam queen, just go for it and have fun.
I was going to ask you, what do you think about mineral foundation for women?
Not a big fan. No.
Not a big fan. I was curious. Okay. I was curious about that.
I'm not a fan, because lots of my clients, when they have some breaks out in the skin, and I ask like, what kind of foundation you use? And most of the time they say it's a mineral makeup. And it can really cause that. But I'm not totally against it if it doesn't cause you any skin problems or irritation or any cysts on your skin, in your skin, little pimples, then use it. But lots of times, surprisingly, it's been, and sometimes it looks too cakey for me. I like the tinted moisturizer, and I like the lightweight foundation. You get really, really beautiful canvas for the skin, very natural, and nobody even see that you wear makeup.
Okay.
What would you recommend for women who have, like you had said before, liver spots or age spots popping up, and they want to just kind of blend it so it's not as clear on their face that, oh, there's one?
Okay, so color corrector. Color corrector is good to choose. It depends on your skin color, what color corrector you use. But let's say for more peach or light peach color for lighter skin, and then more orange color for the deeper skin color tones. And then at top of that, you put the concealer and then foundation top, and then you have to use the powder on top of that. If you don't use the powder on top of the foundation, it doesn't cover the power. How do you say it in English? The power of the coverage is not that long, so you have to always put a little bit powder on top of that, and any transparent powder, of course.
Okay.
So it kind of sets it in place.
Exactly. Yeah.
You talk a lot in the book about eyebrows and the importance of eyebrows. Can you talk about that? Because there's some women who did some crazy things in the 80s to their eyebrows, and maybe they didn't grow back the way that they had hoped. What do you suggest?
For the 70s, that was the fashion, very thin eyebrows. And, when you black them too much and shape them too much, they don't really grow back anymore. So, we can talk about eyebrows like an hour. In my book, I write that eyebrows are overrated, like the eyebrow makeup. I mean, it's been like 5-6 years, maybe more than that, like all about the brows and the brow fashion. And it's great, but let me explain. So let's think about, for example, Whoopi Goldberg. She has no eyebrows, and she's fine with it. And I mean, could we ever think about Whoopi putting like tattoo eyebrows or microblading? No, that's her personality. And then we have Brooke Shields, like, who has very pushy eyebrows, and that's her personality, and that's who she is. And so we all have, our own individual, unique eyebrows. And so yes, when we get older, again. Like everything happens when we get older, the eyebrows get thinner, and they don't grow back that much anymore, and they become also grayer. So and for men, we get longer eyebrows. That's terrible. You women are very happy you don't get that, and men also get ear hair. It's disgusting, and we don't even want to go there. But anyway, so eyebrows, yes, just to keep the brows just clean. That's first of all. You don't want like too pushy eyebrows, and if you still have, you're lucky, your eyebrows still grow, and they are as they were like 20 years ago, then you have to black the brows just under the brows, brow bone, to make it clean. This has to be clean always. And then fill the brows with, it depends like of the person, but you fill the brows, of course, with the brow pencil, or you fill it with matte eyeshadow, like a brow color, and angle shape brow brush. And then if you have gray brows and you don't want to use any other product that you don't want to use any product on your eyebrows, I recommend to use it's like an eyebrow tint that you can just cover those gray brows if they bother you. Some women like their gray brows. And then there's microblading also, but sometimes it looks a little bit too much. It depends who does it, of course. So when you choose microblading for your eyebrow makeup, so make sure that the person who does it for you, she has a good portfolio before and after pictures. And eyebrow tattoos, no. That is a big no. Yeah, they were very fashionable 20 years ago, eyebrow tattoos. They never look good, and they change the color in time. They, when they were like, let's say you had like a beautiful light brown brows, they don't last that long. That color in 2 years they become more like greenish.
Oh goodness.
Yeah,
that's not attractive.
So, yeah, not really. No. So eyebrows. Yeah, it's just it's hard to talk about it generally because everybody has so different brows. But if you can fill them and make the better shape. If you want to be very, very, you want that Elizabeth Taylor kind of like Linda Evangelist, a beautiful, very archy brow. You can do it absolutely. And then you measure the brows in my book when you read it. And you know, I show how to measure the brows and how to twist the brows. And then, but I think women should never, like fashion and beauty has changed so much over the years. Like, let's say in the 1930s, it was must that all the women had to have very thin Marlene Dietrich brows, Greta Garbo brows. And then like in the 50s, it was a must. You had to have this beautiful arch like Elizabeth Taylor or Sophia Loren or Grace Kelly. And then this, the 70s, it was a twiggy brows. Everybody, plucked their brows up. So nowadays, there's not a fashion anymore.
Right.
Any brows go.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a big relief to say.
Yes.
Well, that kind of makes me think about what are your thoughts on women who put permanent makeup on, like eyebrows or eyeliner or blush or lipstick?
Oh yeah, well yeah, it. You know what? It might help them a lot. Let's say a woman who likes a lot of sports and don't have time to put an eyeliner. I think I have some friends who have permanent eyeliners, and actually some of them look very good. Permanent tattoo eyebrows. I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, I always tell that you have 1 minute in the morning to put the makeup on your eyebrows and just make it more natural. And and did you say permanent blush? I never heard about
Well,
that.
I hadn't heard of that.
I guess lipstick. I was going with lipstick because
some
people can put on permanent
lip liners too. Oh no, that sounds horrible.
That sounds painful. So painful.
And who would like that? Think about, you get tired of that color. You're like, well, I don't like that red thing around my lips anymore. I don't know. It sounds weird.
Just curious your thoughts on that.
Yeah.
Another thing that you write in the book, which I really like, is about eyewear, how your eyewear can be a part of your personality as well.
Absolutely. And when women and men, when we get older, of course, our eyesight becomes worse and worse. Like I had like 10 years ago -3, now I'm -5. I can believe it. So I always recommend we need to have, if you can afford, have like 2 or 3 pairs of eyewear, because then you can quickly change the whole look with your whole face. Eyewear is like a face accessory. So and don't be afraid for like a bigger shades, bigger size of the eyewear too. It's great because in a rainy day when you don't feel like you don't want to put too much makeup, just wear a bigger size of eyewear with the maybe brighter color, like maybe red or blue, and it's kind of your face accessory already. And then sometimes, talk about eyebrows, sometimes it's a great to have bigger frames because they cover the eyebrow area. You don't have to do anything for your eyebrows.
Absolutely. I love
Yes.
I have sunglasses that are like this big.
Oh, fabulous.
I just
bug eyes.
Yes. I'm going out. I don't have time. Here we go. So.
Oh my God. My mother, who's 80, she had this old Nina Ricci sunglasses.
Sure.
She still wears them. So it's
Yes.
great because she doesn't have to do anything for eyes or eye makeup. Yeah, eyewear is great. And nowadays you can find so fabulous eyewears and shapes and just have the 2-3 different moods and different styles, what you're wearing, like for daytime, evening, and evening you can go like gold and bigger size and make cat eye, anything, and why not?
Yeah,
because
yeah.
lots of us are stuck with the same eyewear for like 10 years. Like, oh, this is my eyewear. I bought them 10 years ago and they are good right now. I'm going to wear them the rest of my life. Sure. Okay. You change your lipstick color maybe twice a year. Why don't you have like every 2-3 years you can buy a new pair of eyewear?
Yes.
Which is so true. A lot of people just keep it until they break.
Yes.
Exactly. And nothing wrong with that, but you know what? It's a great accessory.
Yes. Yeah. And it's a motivation. Get your eyes checked. Get you a new pair with that new prescription. Get you a new pair of glasses.
Exactly. And I always tell my clients, always clean your eyewear.
Yes.
I mean, the glasses, they have to be clean. So always have this cloth in your pocket, because it's not very attractive to see someone with dirty
fingerprints, yeah, on their
glass.
glasses.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. And when you wear eyewear, the eye makeup, it's different. So when you have plus eyewear, it makes your eyes bigger. So then you can, you can actually use a lots of like a darker, maybe dark brown or black or gray eye pencil inside rim that shrinks your eye smaller. And when you have the minus size, minus glasses that makes your eyes close, so then you can just use the white pencil inside rim that makes your eyes, brightens up and makes them bigger, and also less eyeshadow on the lash line, because that shrinks your eyes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great pointers. Yeah.
Have you ever
My
been?
English, sorry.
No, it's great.
She was like, wow.
Okay.
I think she did know.
I'm absorbing everything. This is great.
Okay, good.
And just like as a side note, have you ever been starstruck when doing someone's makeup, like Cindy Crawford or Anne Hathaway walks in?
I mean, well, nowadays I haven't done any of my clients' makeups because it's it's COVID-19. Well, when I moved to Los Angeles, I didn't really. I come from Finland and I work in Europe, so we don't really like celebrity. The makeup artists are not really like celebrity makeup artists. Like in America, when you work with celebrities, they title you celebrity makeup artist, and that was kind of funny for me. But I'm not really. I mean, I work with celebrities, but I also work with advertising and fashion. But yes, I did. Very first time I worked, who I worked with very first time, big celebrity. It must have been. Oh my God, there was so many. I think it was Meg Ryan, and remember when she was. I did a magazine shoot with her, and I was so nervous because when you have this vision of that person, that celebrity, like, and how, because you think that she's just like it, like in her movies.
Right.
I would work with Julia Roberts. I think I would think that she's always a pretty woman coming with a gown. Like, that's very naively saying, but but she was so Meg was so relaxing and so nice. They all are just normal people. They just happen to be actors or singers or whatever their profession is, and they need makeup. So then we makeup artists go to do their makeup. So yes, sometimes it's I remember my hands was like a little bit shaking. I was like, oh my goodness, what should I do? And I remember I went to the bathroom and I was like, excuse me, I'll be right back. And I was kind of like 1 minute meditation. They're like, she's just like you and me. She's just like a human, and I'm like, okay, But then again, it's normal. But nowadays, when I work, I have some clients I've been working for 10, 15 years, so it's just. I don't call them friends, but they're just my clients, and it's just I'm just I am just there. I just do their makeup and I leave. But it's a fun job. Yes.
Mm-hmm. It looks a lot of fun. It does.
Yeah.
Well, I love that one of your mottos is happiness. To keep happiness in everything that you do. Like, happiness is in everything that you do.
Oh yes, absolutely. I'm a happy person. I just And my mother always said, kindness reveals beauty and happiness reveals beauty, the real beauty. And she was so right. And, when you see a happy face, it's a happy you, and happy you, happy face. So it's like, I think that's also is the part of your beauty, is just to be happy. And just like, I know every day, and now with COVID-19, maybe we're not that happy always, but still it's like, we must be happy that we are healthy and all that stuff. But yeah, happiness is important, and it shows in your face, and that's the most beautiful thing. When you're happy and you have a happy face, it's more beautiful than any lipstick color in the world.
I love that.
Yeah, I think you're
that's
right.
a great way to kind of finish up.
Yeah.
So we would absolutely recommend to everyone listening to go get I Am Beauty by Riku Campo, because I just think it's a great gift for the holidays. And honestly, any woman, or really man, if he wants to get his wife a gift over the age of 40 can learn a lot from this book. I really think it's just for those of us who maybe don't know that much about makeup, to those of us like Bridget who is an expert on her drawers are filled.
But
if you open up her drawers, they are filled with stuff. And I also
that's a paradise. Can I come over?
My daughter, it's so funny when she comes in, she's like, all right, what do you have? What do you have that you haven't opened? What do you have, Mom? And I'm like,
oh my God,
okay,
I love it.
Yeah. So I have.
And my mother was opposite. She never wore really too much makeup. She was like a Finnish Scandinavian woman with just like she was more into skincare. The only thing she used was lipstick, and then she put the lipstick on the cheek, and that was her plan. So I always dream like, why can't I? My mother told me that the other day. Like, I used to tell her when I was like 5 or 6 years old, like, why can't you be a mother who wears more makeup?
I have always loved makeup. I have a lot of older sisters, and I would always sneak into their makeup. And I took dance class as a child, and I had to miss once when I was sick. And my mother said, well, you can do a makeup lesson. And my thought went to, I get to put on makeup? They're going to give
my God,
I didn't understand. I was just going to do another lesson that I missed. I thought I was going to put on makeup, and I was so excited. But recital time was great because I got to wear makeup.
That's right.
Yes. I always loved it. I still do. So.
That's absolutely. And, it brings so much joy.
Yeah.
It does. You have to top that moment in the front of your mirror in the morning or evening, and you just put the makeup on. It's just it's very sharing, uplifting experience.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Makes me feel better.
Well, that's what it should do.
Yeah.
I wear makeup sometimes too. Like today, I put a little bit foundation on my face too. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, we men wear makeup too.
I did that too. My son, he hit he when he was like in first grade or in school, he ran into something and got a bruised cheek. And it was driving him crazy that his cheek was bruised. So I put some foundation. Yeah. And he was like, it is gone, Mom. I said,
that's right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Riku. We really appreciate it.
This was a great
you
conversation.
So much for having me. It was a fun chatting with you guys.
Yes.
And thank you for getting my book and liking it. I'm very happy.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
And
happy holidays to everyone.
That was such a fun conversation with Riku, and we really appreciate his time and all of his knowledge because he just shared so much information. We really recommend getting the book, I Am Beauty, Timeless Skincare and Beauty for Women 40 and Over. It makes a great holiday gift or just a gift for yourself if you want to learn more about how to have fun with makeup.
We really appreciate all the time that all of our guests take to talk to us.
And we will provide a link to the book as well on our show notes and all the information because his whole portfolio has fun pictures of stars and Glamour magazine and all that fun stuff. So go take a look. It's worth your time to do so. And make sure to follow us because it's worth your time to do that as well.
Yes.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Hot Flashes and Cool Topics, or our Facebook page and group, which are Hot Flashes Cool Topics. And if you have any questions about this or any other episode, or it kind of triggered, I wish they would talk about this, that, then email us hotflashescooltopics@gmail.com. We are always happy to listen. And if we don't know the answer, we will find it with an expert.
Yes. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Have a great day, guys.